So since the MAC opened 5 years ago, we've offered relaxed performances, which are specially adapted shows for children who have autism or learning difficulties. The normal theatre rules don't apply. If they need to make noise, they can. The house lights stay on, so it's a less intimidating environment. And we adapt the performance itself so that any lighting or sound effects that would be particularly difficult for those children to sit through are removed or reduced. Firstly, many children that didn't make it through the doors of the theatre are now coming and sitting through the performance. Some children that would have come to the performance but had to leave during it and go to a special chill out space that we have set up, they now are able to stay within the theatre. And what teachers are telling us is that children that they probably wouldn't have put forward for that trip, they now do.
So my job is to take the children through the whole experience of what they'll feel and see and do whenever they come to the MAC. It's called a MACtile Tour. We take them through the MAC, what the MAC looks like, the staff that they will meet there, the toilets, the environment, just anything that they might see whenever they come to the MAC, just so they feel comfortable and safe, that they've already seen it before, so that's familiar to them. And then we take them through the whole mechanics of a play and what the theatre is and how actors put on a play and how they tell the story and all the things that they need to help them tell a story, so they feel familiar and comfortable seeing the characters, and particularly characters that maybe are a little bit scary, so like the witch or the big bad wolf, so they know that actually these are actors because I've seen their faces before, I know what they look like, and I know they're putting on a costume, and I know they're using that device to help tell the story. You come into the theatre, so you go in the door, you go through the wee corridor, and then you come out into the great theatre in there.
I think you can see the change for the children who've had a MACtile workshop even before they even walk through our door. You hear them saying when they're queuing up outside, "Oh, there's the MAC, oh, I can't wait to get inside." When for some of those children, anxiety is a big issue and sometimes is a barrier to them coming into public buildings and going to places outside of their normal routine. It's fantastic to see the enthusiasm that they have for coming to see the performances at the MAC.
Well, obviously for our children, it's very important that they're prepared for something. And a lot of our children will have, autistic tendencies, and also because they're visually impaired, they need that bit of preparation, like going into unknown situations. So the more preparation we can do prior to a visit or an outing, then the more successful that is likely to be. It's very important that the children are getting to know a little bit about the show, a little bit about the actual theatre, and they just love feeling all the little lights and the staging and the little model of the theatre, and going through the process of coming into the theatre and people that they're going to see. Well, I can think specifically of one child a couple of years ago, and he just got into the foyer, and that was it. We had to take him back to school then. The following year, after having the MACtile Tour, being prepared a lot more and talked about, he came in and stayed the whole time throughout the show. They just absolutely loved this show. I think it was one of the best shows we've had in recent years. Some of the adjectives they said was awesome, fantastic, and really enjoyable and very funny. And once again, I have to thank the wonderful staff who have just gone out of their way to make us feel welcome and to meet the children's needs, and we'll be back again next year.
I think the important thing is to see the differences that this makes, and to see children who previously wouldn't have been able to sit through an entire performance come out of the performance bubbling, so excited, having just had a brilliant time. It just makes all the difference.